Are you sure you want all the money? These are things that's been said to me within the last year. Oh, you just believe you need all the money. No, I believe I know what I'm worth and I'm not going below that. Hello, this is Will and welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is know your worth. Let's start with more of the financial aspect. When looking for a new position or even starting out, however you're doing this, you need to kind of know what your monthly bills are. Rent, car payment, insurance, electricity, gas, like the basics, food. Just the basics. How much do you need a month to be able to live? Factor in family and children if you have to do that, but factor that in. But then also factor in some lifestyle choices. Do you want to travel? Do you like going out to concerts, going out to eat, things of that nature? Factor that in. You literally have to come in and say, I can't make any less than this. That is what you need to survive, just monetarily. Now, if they offer you, let's say, a big number, let's say that they come in and they say 60. So what you have to do is divide that by 52 and then divide that by 40. But dividing it by 52 will let you know what you're making per week. Then you can multiply that times 4 and then say, okay, does this match my monthly goals? Very, very important. There are people who are going to work who are probably making just enough to get to work and get back home and not have any life outside of work, just literally working to pay their bills. I know this comes up a lot because I've been getting a lot of questions about how do I negotiate, how do I know what to ask for, things of that nature. Now, we're just talking the monetary part for this. So know what you need monetarily. The other part, this is sort of on the monetary, but this is sort of on the personal also. Research salaries. You can go to Google. There are different sites. Research how much does a web developer make in this city, in this state. Research. If you're moving, there's also something called a cost of living index. It is much cheaper to live in Georgia than it is to live in Illinois. Research the cost of living index because that could make what your payments, like what you need to live, go up and down. But definitely research. You know what you can't go below because we've talked about that. You know the lifestyle you want to live. Don't waver on what you know that you're worth. Keep in mind, I've addressed this on other videos. You are away from your house, awake, more than you are at your house awake. Let me say that again. You're going to probably sleep for 7, 8 hours a day or a night. You're going to leave. If you have to be at work at 8 o'clock, you're going to leave between 6:30 and 7. You're going to get back home 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. And you're going to go to sleep around, 11 or 12, maybe 10. So it needs to be worth your time, what you're doing. Now, the flip side of that is working from home, which people think is easier. It's much harder because you have to break away from your office. You can leave a physical office or a building. If you're working from home, and this is what I'm falling into, hey, just let me open my computer on a Saturday and see what's going on. Let me see if I can push this. Let me see if I can push that. You're working way more. Well, at least I did. I was working more from home than I was in a physical office building because I would just not go there on Saturday. What people don't realize is a lot of the times people, like companies, especially on the HR side, they determine your future worth by what you're making now. And that is a frustrating part to what we go through. So if you were making in the 40s, $40 an hour, $35 to $45 an hour, and you take a job that's down in 20s and they ask you, hey, how much were you making? Or if you try to move up in said company, they know you're only making $22 an hour, they're not going to get you back to $40 an hour. They might bump you up to 23, 24. You're not going to get back to what you were at. So I say that to always say, know your worth. Do not waver. Now, I'm not saying go broke, lose the house, lose your car, don't eat. I'm not saying that. Everybody has to do what they have to do. I get that part. But yes, people will try to bully you into taking less than what you're worth. Saying little nasty things to you. Are you sure you want all the money? These are things that's been said to me within the last year. Oh, you just believe you need all the money. No, I believe I know what I'm worth and I'm not going below that. I need people to stick to their guns because there are people who ask for outlandish things and they get it. As a recruiter, I've sat there and say, you want 10 weeks vacation starting at a new job? You want 15% 401k match? Yeah. And they said with no problem. And you kind of go into those meetings and say, this is what they want. They're just like, okay. They'll work with it. They're probably not going to give them exactly what they want, but they opened their mouth and they asked. They knew their worth. They know they did their research. They knew it was on the market, and they got pretty close to what they wanted. So please remember, calculate what you need to live your lifestyle. Research the company, research the area, use the cost of living calculator, cost of living index. Don't waver. Thank you so much. This is Will again. Thank you for coming to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ask questions below. Me and Latoya from Global Placement Services will be doing some lives coming up here shortly. And you can always find me on all my social media. You'll see it in the description box below. Again, thank you for coming. See you next time.